Hi, boys and girls. We have another math review video today. This time we're going to be talking about number lines. So all you're going to need for today's class is a piece of paper with 3 number lines on them. One of them goes from 0 to 10, and then you need 2 that go from 0 to 20. You're going to need 2 different colors to write with. You can use some markers or some crayons. And then you also can bring back your deck of cards with numbers from 2 to 10 in it. So let's take a look at some number lines. So I have my number line right up here. I have it starting at 0 and it's continuing on to the number 20. But what we know is that with a number line, it has these 2 arrows on both sides, meaning that our number line never ends. The numbers keep going in both directions. When we're moving towards the right, towards my red arrow, our numbers are getting bigger. And when we're moving towards the left, towards my blue arrow, our numbers are getting smaller. So when we're getting bigger numbers, we're adding, and when we're getting smaller numbers, we are subtracting our numbers. Let's take a look at how we can use a number line. So a number line can help us find missing numbers. So the numbers that I have right here are 6, 2, 1, 5, 3, 9. So first I want to look for my smallest number, which is my number 1, and my largest number is the number 9. So we know that our missing numbers are in between the number 1 and the number 9. I have 2 and I have 3, so I'm going to start at 1, 2, 3, and then we know that our next number is going to be the number 4. And then we can keep going. I have 5, I have 6, and I have both of those on my cards. And then I come to the number 7 and the number 8, and I don't see those. Those are 2 more missing numbers. So I can box those in. And our number line helped us find our missing numbers. So something else we can do with a number line is it helps us to add numbers together. So here's my number line. So I'm going to grab 2 cards from my stack of cards. So I have the number 3 and the number 4. So we're going to pick one of these numbers to start with. So I'm going to start with the number 3. So let's find 3 on our number line. We have the number 3 right here. So this is going to be our starting point. This is where we're going to start on our number line. Now the number that we are adding is going to be 4. So we're going to have 3 plus 4, and we want to figure out what this is going to be. So we're going to start at 3, and I'm going to count each number to help me figure out what the answer is going to be. So here's 3. We're going to start at 3, and I'm going to count 4. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is where we started. We started at the number 3. I added 4 numbers. I added 4 to it. I counted on, and this is where I ended. I ended at the number 7. So we know that 3 plus 4 is 7. So just like we can add numbers together, we can also subtract numbers together. So I'm going to pick 2 more cards from my pile. I'm going to start with the number 8. And my second card that I'm going to take away is going to be 5. So let's start by finding the number 8 on our number line. So we have 8 right here. So this is where we're going to start. And just like we were told, when we go towards my blue arrow, when we go left, we are getting smaller. So when we're subtracting, we are making a smaller number. So we're going to start at the number 8, and we're going to go back 5. We're going to go this way towards 0 5 times. So here we go. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we ended at the number 3. So we can write this out that 8 minus 5 is 3. So we can use a number line to help us figure out lots of different things. It can help us figure out what a number is smaller than another number, or what comes after another number. So in this case, if we start at 3, 2 comes before 3, and 4 comes after 3. Our number line helps us to find missing numbers. It helps us add numbers together, and it helps us subtract numbers. So let's use one of our big number lines starting at 0 and ending at 20, and we're going to add 2 numbers together. All right, so the numbers we're going to add together, there's going to be 9 and the number 7. So let's write those down. I'm going to write them underneath my number line. So I'm going to write 9, and I'm going to use my plus sign, and then the number 7, I'm going to write the word is, and I'll leave a blank spot for where my answer will go. So we have 9 plus 7 is blank. Okay, so where do we start? That's right, we have to figure out where the 9 is on our number line. So we have the number 9 right here, and we can give it a little dot. So this is our starting point. So now we know that we need to go forward, we need to go greater 7 times. So here we go. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is our end point. We have the number 16. So 9 plus 7 is 16. So I can write that number in. And that's my answer. So let's try one more with subtracting. So my 2 numbers are going to be the number 10 and the number 6. And when we're subtracting, we always want the bigger number first. So we're going to write that down. But this time, instead of our plus sign, we're going to use our minus sign. So we have 10 minus 6 is blank. So here's our number sentence. 10 minus 6 is blank. So we're going to start the same way. We have to find this number on our number line. So let's find the number 10. But now we're making a smaller number. When we minus, we're taking away. We're making it smaller. We're counting backwards. So instead of going this way like we did when we added, we're going to go the opposite direction towards the number 0. So we're going to go back 6 times. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I ended at the number 4. So we have 10 minus 6 is 4. So you guys can make some more number lines. You can do them on your whiteboard, use your decks of cards, and you can keep practicing how you can add numbers on a number line and subtract numbers on a number line. I hope you guys liked learning more about our number lines.